Hi, boys and girls. We're going to read another big book today. It's called There's a Billy Goat in the Garden. And this is from Unit 3. So our first unit was Welcome to School, it was called. Our second unit was Families, so all the books were about families. And now Unit 3 is going to be about the farm. Okay, so before I read that book, I want to just go over a few sight words. I have the pocket chart all set up. I'm kind of doing two lessons because the page we're going to do on the front is reading the sight words, and then on the back is the comprehension page for that story. Okay, so we're going to just quickly review. Okay, I'll hold it up to the camera. You guys go ahead and say it. Okay, I'll say it too, just in case you didn't know it. That was A. I think everyone knew that one, right? Here's another easy one. I. You use capital I when you say I. I like you. I see you. Okay. What's this one? S-E-E. See. I see with my eyes. What's this one? My. That is definitely a sight word. You cannot sound that out because the Y is going to trick you and make an I sound. What's this one? T-H-E spells that, and this is our new one. This is our new sight word that we worked on last week. L-O-O-K. It looks like the eyeballs are staring at you, right? The word is look. So we're going to set up some sentences, and I just made some new flashcards with pictures of farm animals on there to go with our unit. I think we'll probably use them a few times. So I'm going to start with the word look right there, and I'm going to add this mark. Okay, if it just had the dot, that would be a period, but with the line going down, that's called an exclamation mark. That's kind of hard to say. You want to try to say that? Exclamation mark. You hear an X in there, don't you? Okay, it means read it with excitement. So we're not going to say look. We're going to say look. Then I'm going to say I see a, and let me see. I'm going to start with this one. Okay, can you read that with me? Look, I see a goat. Now I'm going to put the period afterwards, okay, because we're done with the sentence. So that means the sentence ends. It's like a little stop sign. Okay, let's read it one more time. Look, read that with excitement. I see a goat. Okay, here's the goat. How about let's try, this says rooster, so we can say look. I see a rooster. Now, I actually see more than one. Do you guys? I see 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm going to change this to the, and we can say, look, I see the roosters. Okay, and now let's go like this. I see more than one again, so we can say, look, I see the horse, or I see the horses. Okay, let's try this one. Look. I see the cow. Boys and girls, did you notice that I always start over here? I always start on the left and I go this direction from left to right. That's the direction that we read. That's the direction that we write. That's the direction we do the numbers on the calendar, right? If we didn't, it would say cow, the, see, I, look. Does that make sense? No, that's why we read from left to right. Okay, how about this one? Look, I see the sheep. How about this one? Look, I see the pig. And I think we forgot the dogs. Look, I see the dog. Okay, now you might not think that dog is a farm animal, but they are, right? We can have dogs for pets, but they're really great on the farm. They help take care of the animals. They herd the sheep. Okay, now I'm going to step over here. We're going to read that book, and then we'll do the pages. Okay, I'm going to sit down. This is kind of a long book. Give me just a second. I have to adjust the camera. All right, here's the title. It's called There's a Billy Goat in the Garden. A billy goat is just a boy. A billy goat is a boy, the male, okay? And a girl is a nanny goat. And the babies are called kids, just like you guys are kids. All right, here's a sight word, a. Here's another sight word, the. And when I first opened the book on the title page, it tells us something. It says that this story, There's a Billy Goat in the Garden, is based on a Puerto Rican folk tale. Okay, so this story came from Puerto Rico, another country, and A folk tale is a story that's been passed down. So maybe grandma or grandpa tells their grandchild, and then the grandchild grows up and tells their kids, and then those kids grow up and tell their kids. That's what a folk tale is, a story that's been passed down over generations. What is the story about? The story is about a goat. So the goat in this story is going to be our main character. The characters are who the story is about. The characters can be people. The characters can be animals. In Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Goldilocks was the character, probably the main character. And then the mama bear, papa bear, baby bear, those are all characters also, right? Here's some other characters in the story. There's going to be a dog, a rooster, a pig, a donkey, a cow, and a horse. Okay? And we're going to start to read. This is a cute story, you guys. You're going to like it. But these books are really big. They're kind of hard for me to hold, so I might have to hold it like this, okay? There's a billy goat in the garden. I see it. And he will not come out. So here's the farmer, and maybe the farmer's wife. Okay, look. What's the billy goat doing? There's clothes on the clothesline, and the billy goat is trying to eat the clothes or play with them. All the clothes are falling off the clothesline there. Okay. I'll chase that goat, says the rooster. He flutters all about. But that huffy, gruffy old billy goat will not come out. They put those words really big so that I read it with excitement. That huffy, gruffy billy goat will not come out. Okay, so the rooster's the first one that tries to get the billy goat out of the garden. Want to see what's coming next? Ah, a little dog. There's a billy goat in the garden and he will not come out. I'm bigger, barks the dog. The dog's talking to the rooster. He yaps all about, but that haughty, naughty billy goat will not come out. Look at that billy goat. He's chewing up all the blankets, all the clothes on the clothesline. Okay, now what farm animals are coming? I see the pig. There's a billy goat in the garden and he will not come out. I'm bigger, grunts the pig. He sniffs and snorts all about, but that fighting, biting billy goat will not come out. I know it's kind of hard to see those pictures, isn't it? It is really a big book. So far, who have we had? We had the rooster try to get the billy goat out, and the dog try to get the billy goat out. Now the pig's trying to get the billy goat out. Ooh, wow, look. Now here comes a bigger animal. There's a billy goat in the garden, and he will not come out. I'm bigger, brays the donkey. Brays means ring. As he clip-clops all about. But that dancing, prancing billy goat will not come out. No one can get the billy goat out of the garden. Let's see what's coming next. Look at the donkey. The donkey's sad. I think he's giving up. What's coming next? A cow. Do you notice the animals keep getting bigger and bigger? There's a billy goat in the garden and he will not come out. I'm bigger, moos the cow. As she bustles all about. But that surly burly billy goat will not come out. The farmer can't get the billy goat out. The animals can't get the billy goat out. Let's see what's coming next. There's a billy goat in the garden and he will not come out. I'm bigger, neighs the horse. Neighs is like neigh. As he gallops all about. But that stomping, tromping billy goat will not come out. Not even the big horse can get the billy goat out. I wonder who's going to get that billy goat out of the garden. There's a billy goat in the garden and he will not come out. Watch me, says the teeny tiny bee as he buzzes all about. Look, all the animals were so big and now just a teeny tiny bee is going to try. What do you guys think? You think a teeny tiny bee can chase that billy goat out of the garden? But you're tiny, laugh the animals. They snicker, snort, and shout. You silly itty-bitty bee, you can't chase that goat out. Look at all the animals. They're laughing at the bee. They say, we're so much bigger than you. There's no way you're going to get the billy goat out of the garden.
Zip, zap, zoom, room, bee buzzes all about. And that smashing, crashing billy goat does come out. Isn't that funny, boys and girls? How do you think the bee got the billy goat out? The bee just started buzzing all around, buzz, right? I bet that kind of annoyed the billy goat, huh? And maybe it made him like, oh, I gotta get out of here. You know, I think that would happen to me too, because I do not like bees. I like bees because they make honey, but I do not like bees when they buzz around. I'm afraid they're gonna sting me. Okay, we're gonna do the page. So we are already at 10 minutes. I'm gonna try to kind of go fast here. It shouldn't take too long to do the page. I hope you guys liked that story. I liked it. All right, so if you get out your workbook, your Nat Geo workbook, the green workbook, and you open it up, if you've been tearing out your pages, you should be right here. If not, it's our new unit 3, and then there's a dot and a 5, so page 5. Okay, we're gonna read these sentences. So on this page, I need to put my glasses on, it just says, discuss the pictures, have partners read the sentences together. So boys and girls, you can just read these to your parent, and these are exactly what we just did on the pocket chart. It says, look, I see a cow. And then there's a girl pointing to the cow, okay? Let's see, how about just circle it? You could circle it once you read it. If you want to, boys and girls, you could underline, look, I see a cow, all right? Okay, oh, I've got a good idea if I can find it. Boys and girls, remember the bucket that I gave you guys? I gave everybody one of these cool little pointer fingers, if I can find it in here. I might have to wait till next time, because Oh, I found it. Okay, you guys remember this? That just makes it fun, doesn't it? And it's kind of neat for Halloween too. So I'm gonna use my pointer finger now. Look, look, I see a horse. The girl's pointing to the horse now. I'm gonna circle that, or I could underline the words as I read. Look, I see a horse. And then the last one says, look, I see a farm. She's pointing to the farm. Look, I see a farm. So this is kind of fun to use when you're reading. So you know what? All you need to do is just read those to somebody. Practice the word look, boys and girls. If you want to color this page, those are nice pictures to color. And then on the back of it, it has a little character map. So we've done a story map before and put things in orders. This is a character map. The main character in the story is the is the goat in the garden, right? Okay, but there are a lot of other characters too. They're kind of supporting characters. This is the main character. The goat was on every single page because he would not get out of the garden. Okay, and then here you can draw some of the other animals that were in the garden. Now there's only 4 circles and there were more animals than that, so you guys choose. So I think I'm gonna start out with, might need to go back and look at the book, huh? I think I'm gonna start out with the rooster. So I'm gonna draw a rooster. They're pretty easy to draw. Okay, a rooster, I just like a chicken, but he's got a little comb on top of his head. Kind of like doing a turkey. Okay, here's the rooster. The rooster was the first one that tried to get the billy goat out of the garden, right? Okay, and then I think it might have been the dog, but I think I'm gonna skip to the pig. So you pick the animals, the characters that you wanna draw to show who tried to get the billy goat out of the garden. Okay, here's the pig. Did the pig get the billy goat out of the garden? No, he didn't. Okay, and then we could either do the cow or the horse. I think I'm gonna do the cow. Boy, you would think the cow could get the billy goat out of the garden because it's so big, but did it? Okay, I'm gonna skip to the very last one. You remember who finally got the billy goat out of the garden? The little bee. So I'm gonna do a head and a body and some wings. And the bees are yellow with black. Okay, the little tiny bee. He was tiny but mighty, small but mighty, right? I might add a few more little details here. Now it says that children can draw, dictate, or write. So dictate means they could tell you. You know, the rooster tried to get, and parents can write that. Okay, the pig tried to get the billy goat out of the garden. Okay, and then in the end, the
bee finally got the billy goat out of the garden. And I think that's all we're going to do for now. Oh, I did want to show you one more page. Right after that, look at what they gave us in the book. It says cutouts. Have children color and cut out the characters from the story Billy Goat in the Garden. Glue them to craft sticks. Then have children use the puppets to role play characters from There's a Billy Goat in the Garden. Now, I thought this is really cute. We usually send this home and let the kids do it at home. So I went ahead and did that just to show you. So I colored all three. There's the horse, there's the goat, and then the bee. Now, they didn't give us the other characters. They didn't give us a cow or the dog or the pig or the rooster. They only gave us these, but we can still kind of tell the story. Now, when they say craft stick, it's a popsicle stick, right? I have the great big ones, but you guys might have some at home, the skinnier ones. Now, I only had two and I looked all over my house. So good luck, look what I did. I went outside and just found a stick and I taped that stick. So I can tell the story with my little puppets. I can say there was a billy goat in the garden and he would not get out. He made a big mess, didn't he? He was chewing the clothes and tearing them off the clothesline. Along comes a horse, okay? But the neighing horse, he says, I'm bigger, but he can't get the billy goat out. And then finally in the end, what happens? The bee comes, bzzz, and the billy goat finally runs away, right? So that's just for fun, okay? All right, have fun doing those pages today.